Welcome to the hydraulics lab. Today we are going to discuss the new experiment in which we are going to verify the Bernoulli's theorem. We all know what is Bernoulli's theorem. Bernoulli's theorem states that for a given discharge, the summation of three heads, one is pressure head, datum head and the velocity head. The summation of all these three heads will remain constant for a given discharge. Now our focus is how to verify this Bernoulli's theorem. So to verify the Bernoulli's theorem, we have the experimental setup, the same Venturi meter. You can all see this is the Venturi meter. In this Venturi meter, we have this diverging section, then we have this converging section, then again we have the diverging section. Now this all at the Venturi meter at different location to the length of the Venturi meter, we have attached the piezometers. You can see these are the piezometers A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K and L. Remember there is no I in this, okay? So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K and L. All these piezometers are attached to a particular section of a piezometer, and these sections have a diameter and these diameters are mentioned in this. You can see the table. I will provide you this table that what are the different dias. Corresponding to those dias, you can calculate the area at a particular section of a piezometer. Now you have calculated the area. Using that area and for a given fixed discharge, you can calculate the velocity at each section. What is velocity? You know, Q is equal to A into V. Therefore, velocity will be discharge divided by area. So at every section, you can have the velocity. Once you have the velocity, you can calculate the velocity head, which is V square upon 2G. Now this velocity head, you know. Now the pressure head is calculated directly by the piezometers. So this piezometer will calculate the pressure head. And when we talk about the datum head, datum is any reference line. Since our Venturi meter is horizontal at this point, you can see that if I take the central line as the datum, so this datum is horizontal. So we can say at this point that the piezometer will measure the pressure head and datum head both. Okay. One thing very important that I would like to mention here is we have a head known as piezometric head. This piezometric head is actually a summation of pressure head and datum head. But we have to remember one thing very important, that piezometer do not measure the piezometric head. Piezometer will give you the pressure head. But piezometric head is defined as the summation of pressure head plus datum head. I hope I am clear in this. Now how to proceed the experiment? The experiment is very simple. For example, if you all can come and see the first set of reading, we have fixed discharge coming through this inlet and this is an outlet. So we have the fixed discharge coming and we can vary the discharge using this knob. As of now, this discharge is fixed. What is the value of the discharge? That discharge value can be calculated in the same way as we have done last time. That we can calculate the volume collected for a particular duration of a time. You know the volume, you know the time. So divide by volume divided by time will give you the discharge. So this you know that volume by time will give you the discharge. Now the discharge is fixed. You have the piezometer's reading. If you can see this fixed value of discharge, what is the piezometer reading you are getting? For piezometer A, you are getting the reading say 149. You can see this is 149. For piezometer B, you are getting the reading 144. For piezometer C, you are getting 119. For piezometer D, you are getting 79. For piezometer E, you are getting 85. For F, you are getting 110. For G, you are getting 123. And for H, you are getting 129. For J, you are getting 135. For K, you are getting 135. And for L, you are getting 141. So this is the actually one set of reading. So for each piezometers, you will get the pressure head and datum head, because datum head is horizontal. So this value actually piezometer will be giving you the piezometric head, P upon gamma plus Z. Now you know the velocity head V square upon 2G. You have calculated V by dividing Q by area. So this first set of reading P by gamma plus Z plus V square by 2G is given as some total head value, and this value is for one discharge. Now what we do then, second set of reading, we alter the discharge. Now see, I am just altering the discharge. Once you alter the discharge, you can see that the piezometer's reading gets fluctuate. You can all see that there is a fluctuation in the piezometer readings. Now this is another set of discharge. Now what I will do, I will measure this discharge value and you will have the different piezometers reading. So in this way, what I will do, I will provide you the piezometers reading for different discharge. For example, say I take the 5 different discharges and I will provide you the reading of the piezometers. All you have to do is, for a one set of discharge, you have to calculate P by gamma plus Z plus V square upon 2G. What is P by gamma? Pressure head. What is Z? Datum head. And what is V square by 2G? Velocity head. So for all these summation of heads, you find a fixed value. Similarly, for second discharge, you also find P by gamma plus Z plus V square 2G. For third discharge also, you do the same thing. Now at the end, you will see that for different discharges, the summation will remain constant. Okay. So this is actually a verification of Bernoulli's theorem. When we have not considered any losses in the energy, then the summation of all these head, pressure head, datum head and velocity head will remain constant irrespective of the discharge. Am I clear to everyone? I will just show you the table, then you can understand better. You see that this is an observation table. You see clearly, very clear, this is the observation table. Now we have the different piezometers A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K. So area, I will tell you the area. You correspond to every dia, you can calculate the area. Now for a given discharge, you just see this first set of reading. This is first reading set, okay, in which Q1 is written. So this first reading set, you see that P1 by gamma plus Z is written. So I have calculated piezometer reading. Now V square by 2G you can calculate, you know the area, you know discharge. So Q1 upon A will give you V square 2G. Similarly, Q1 upon this A will give you this reading. This Q1 upon this area will give you this reading. Then Q1 upon this area will give you this reading. Similarly, first set of reading is complete. Now for different Q2 discharge, again you do the same thing. Now this is total energy set. P1 by gamma plus Z plus V square 2G. Write this summation plus this value. This is equal to this value. Okay. I hope it is very much clear to all of you that how to do the experiment, what are the peculiarities, how to do the observation table, how to fill the observation table. I will give you all the details of observation table in the Excel format. At the end, you will submit your report by answering the questions for discussion. If you have any query, obviously you can ask any one of us in your Google Classroom or WhatsApp or email. Thank you. Have a good day.